welcome to this tutorial! In this tutorial I will teach you how to install DXOverlay and also how to customize it. I will go through the process of choosing the right prefab, changing the colors, and also editing a little bit the texture. And I have a good news for you, this is more optimized than V1. We put more stuff and we made it more optimized because the DXOverlay V2 uses only one mesh, one material. Yes! Is more optimized and have more options. So let's start with the tutorial. The first step is to install VRCFury. To do this, you need to go to vrcfury.com/download. You can find this link on the description down below. So go to the site and click here. Click here to add VRCFury to VRChat Creator Companion. Click it and then this pop-up will show up. Just click Add to Creator Companion. This window will pop up and you just need to click I understand and add repository. Now we need to add to our project. To do this, go to Projects, find your project, in my case is DXOverlay tutorial, and click Manage Projects. Scroll down, you can see VRCFury, just click on the plus right here. Perfect! Okay, let's go back to Unity. And we need to wait a little bit while VRCFury is being imported into your project. And now the next step is to import the DXOverlay. So drag the folder here and then drag and drop into your Unity project. And just need to click import right here. Wait a little bit. If you see this pop up without any warnings, this means you have the correct version of the VRChat SDK and the VRCFury. If you see some warnings, read it and then update the SDK to the latest version and also VRCFury to the latest version. It's always good to have everything up to date, okay? But we are already in the latest version, just need to click the X here. Okay, and you can notice that DX folder appear on your assets. So click on underline DX, DXOverlay, and you can see a scene right here. So you need to click in the scene and drag here in the sidebar. And you notice that all the overlays appear here. Yeah, this is all the new overlays there's present in the V2 update. And now the next step is to find which overlay you want to use. You have 6 screens overlay, curves overlays, 3 monitors curve, a lot of options. Even have a CRT version and a laptop one if you like. So you need to find one that you like it. For me, I think this one is cool, so I'm gonna choose this one. So click it and you can see that this is the overlay we want. Drag this into the scene and we also need to unload all the other monitors. To do this, click on these 3 dots and click remove the scene. Make sure you're removing the DXOverlay V2, not yours, okay? So click in the 3 dots and remove the scene and don't save. Okay, and now we need to fix this into the orange of the world. So click here on the DXOverlay you choose and then 0, 0 the position. So in my case, just need to 0 the Y, but if you have the X or the Z, just 0 all. After that, you need to drag and drop this inside your avatar. Perfect. And now is the step to adjust the string and the clock. So let's get a little closer and you can see this object is screen right here. Let's position this exactly in the front of the avatar, so pull a little bit up and rotate a little bit. You can also change the scale, so I'll make it a little bit bigger. And now let's position the clock, you can see right here. So for me, I want to just put a little bit bigger. And an important thing, if you want to put the clock on the right hand, it's really simple. Just drag and drop to the right hand, and this is everything you need to do. Okay, so let's adjust. I put it in my right hand, so I'm gonna put it here and put it up, and it's perfect. Okay, and this is everything you need to do to install the DXOverlay on your avatar. You can see it's really easy. Now that installed, let's customize it. To do this is also really simple. So double click on this until you see this orange outline. Expand the shader here, and you can see global color. Here you can change the color to whatever you want. But TX, I want to change the color of one screen, not all of them. Okay, to do this really simple, you need to first uncheck this global color. So when you uncheck here, you can see it that all of them turn cyan, and now you can come here and see monitor color, and you can change whatever you want. So you can put it orange on this, and another one on here. You can change to whatever color you want, but in my case, I want all of them to be the same color. And one of the features of this update is that the DXOverlay supports Parallax now. If you get closer, you can see this cool effect of the Parallax that you can adjust here, Parallax size. So you can make it bigger or smaller, and you also can increase the steps. Currently it's just 2, but you can make it more. But I think 2 is a good effect, and this looks really cool when you make like this distance is really cool. And it's also here that you can add or remove monitors. Yes, all the DXOverlays is really customizable, you can do whatever you want. So if for example I need a 4th monitor, you just need to scroll here, you can see it, the 4th, enable 4, and then can click enable, and you can see one here, but it's all yellow. This is because we don't have a texture, so let's add a texture. And all the textures is located on assets, textures. Perfect. So let's go back here. So click here again to see the orange, and let's find a cool texture. In my case, I put this one. So let's scroll back and go for and can put it here. But DX, how I can move this is really simple. Go back here on armature, world rotation, hip rotation, head clone, monitors. Let me increase a little bit. And you can see keyboard and also enter and all the monitors here. So in my case, this is monitor 4. You can see here, and you just need to adjust the way you want. In my case, I put it right here. Perfect. But yes, I want to curve the monitor just to combine it to the other ones. You can also do this. So click here again to see the orange outline, search for the 4th monitor, and you can see curvature. You can put it this direction or even make a circle if you want. But in my case, I just want to change it here. Perfect. But yes, I want to change the parallax of this one only. But I changed the parallax, but it is not changing anything. This is because we also have an option to global parallax size. So you can uncheck here and change it manually. But I think I prefer to be the global one. But if you want to adjust every monitor to be exactly the way you want, you can. We put a lot of work in this version 2, so you can do whatever you want. Yes, I want to change some icons because I don't like Chrome and I want to edit this icon. How I can do this? Okay, like this is the 4th monitor, so you need to find here, click here, and you can see that this is the image that you have in this monitor, so double click here. And you notice this texture is a PSD. All the monitors, all the textures are PSDs with everything separated, so you can edit, change icons, even change my logo. You have an option to change it. So let's open the Photoshop. And with the Photoshop open, you can see that all the layers are separated. But in our case, I just want to change the browser logo to another one. To do this, go to Taskbar, scroll down, and you can see here we have a lot of other icons: Telegram, Spotify, VRC, Slime VR, face tracking, OBS. We have a lot of icons pre-installed that you can just edit and put it the way you want. But for me, I just want to change the browser. I know, just the browser! Let me remove all of them, and we go right down, and you can see Chrome. And by default, I included the Firefox, Edge, and also Opera. So you can choose which one you like. In my case, I want to use Firefox with the old ones. And also I want to add the OBS icon. So just click here, here. Now I have OBS in the taskbar. In the case you want to add the logo, it's here. Just click to find the logo and disable and put yours here. But I like my logo, I maintain there. So press Ctrl S to save, and then let's go back to Unity. And you can see it that now the overlay has the Firefox logo. It's perfect. And this is for all the monitors, so you can edit and change everything you want. But DX, I want to change this giant logo that is in front of everything. How I can do this? It's really easy. So click here in the monitors, see the orange outline, scroll down and you can see it, notifications here. So click it, you can see it's this one, double click it. And you can see it right on top. To make it easier, just enable this one so you can see it better and hear the logo. So you just need to disable mine. Where it is here, and put your logo right here. It's really easy to customize. Yes, the DXOverlay is built from the ground up to be easily customizable. Let's go back to Unity. But DX, I don't want to use those pre-made textures. I want to import my own. If you're doing that, I recommend you to have black and white texture, so it's easy to change the colors inside Unity. But if you want to put color textures, I have a little tip. In my case, I want to put the color textures, so let's bring here and drop right here in the project. And we can't just drop this texture inside the DXOverlay. You need to make some changes so the perspective works correctly. So click in the texture, come here, and change this option, known power of 2. In my case, I put none. Okay, you need to put none. And click apply. Perfect. And you can see, like, stretch should be the perfect proportions. And I want to put it in this monitor right here. So let's click here until you see the orange. And this, I think, is the second monitor. Let me test it. No, this is the third monitor. Oh yes, this is the third. So we're gonna put it here. Oh, DX, why does have like this round color? As we're dealing with color textures, it's better to have a white color, so it's not change the original one. To do this, you need to disable the global texture. So, okay. And I need to go here in the third monitor and change this to white. So, a bit here. Perfect. Now the color texture is being applied correctly. But this mess out with all the colors. To fix this, let's get this golden color and let's save here. You can see there's a little square. Click here and now you edit, so it's more easy to apply this to every monitor. So click here, apply, go to the next monitor, apply, go to the third. No, the third one is the color, so skip it. This one, put it here. And we're not using the monitor 5 and 6, so let's skip this. This is the clock, so let's put it here. And also the keyboard, so come here, put it orange. But the logo, I think I'm gonna put white. I think the effect is really awesome. Yeah, I like this way. Let me check the clock. I like the color too. Oh, I forgot about something. We add the texture, but we forgot to remove the clock. You can see the clock is still right here. So found the monitor tree right here, and you can see clock tree enabled. Just click here and you disable the clock. Oh, and talking about the clock, Dex, I don't like the AM and the PM clock format. I like the 24 hours format. There's a way to change this? Yes. So just scroll up, you can see 24-hour clock. You can click here and now it's fixed. It changed in all monitors at once, including the clock. Yeah, it's very simple. And now that we're talking about the clock, there's a really important thing. The clock will only work in worlds with audio link. We use audio link to be able to extract this information. So if you're in a world that doesn't have audio link, unfortunately, you'll see 000, okay? But with all worlds with audio link, to be honest, as majority of the worlds have, you'll have the correct clock, okay? As you can see, we just scratch what you can do with DXOverlay 2.0. We have a bunch of options and you can change everything you want. Yes. So I encourage you to tinker, try it, and modify it. And if you have any doubts, and you can always go to our Discord that is in the description down below, and I'll be more than happy to help you. But yeah, we've customized it, we changed everything. The last step is to upload our avatar. To do this, just go to VRCFury, show control panel, right here, log in with your account. If you see this message right here, click Auto Fix. So let's put a name here, DXOverlay tutorial. Let me expand this a little bit more. Capturing from the scene, make a cool face like this, yeah. And capture, and Now I just need to click build and publish. And it's done! It's uploaded into your account. Now that we're uploaded, we need to do one last step inside VRChat. So let's go to VRChat. So here in VRChat, the first step is to select the avatar you just uploaded. In my case, the avatar is this one right here. So let's change to this one. And now that it's loaded, you need to hold your button to open the radio menu, go to options, and then OSC. Make sure it's enabled, okay? It's important to be enabled. And after you enable, you need to click here, reset configurations. Make sure to reset the configurations, that is really important. So, enable. Go again, OSC, and reset configurations. After that, you'll notice when you open your overlay, it appears. Perfect. That for some reason the overlay is not open, there are some steps you can do. First, make sure again, options, OSC. Make sure the OSC is enabled. After that, you need to go back to your expressions and go to DXOverlay. Make sure both of them are enabled. This one disable the DXOverlay completely, and this one only hides for you. If you have either of them, they will not show up for you, okay? So this one should show for you when you enable, and this disable completely, okay? So this is the end of the tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or enter in our Discord that is in the description down below. Our Discord is the best place to ask questions and troubleshoot. So if you have a problem, please enter in our Discord. And if you don't have the DXOverlay, click on the screen to get your now. But that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye bye!